God says, this is no ordinary message. The time you have left to make this decision is shrinking fast, and the heavens have aligned to give you this warning. Your life is about to change, but first, a force is coming to expose the darkness in your path. This person, who you love deeply, who now resides in heaven, has a message that cannot be ignored. The urgency of this moment is crucial, for in just a few short hours, everything you thought you knew could be ripped away. The forces you are battling are unseen, yet their grip is growing tighter. They are searching for your weaknesses, but I am shielding you from their eyes. Every plan they have is designed to deceive, to trap you in the past where they can control your destiny. But hear this, you are being protected by a power stronger than anything they can imagine. Those who seek to harm you will not prevail, for divine intervention is already set in motion. God says, in this moment, you must stand firm. Your soul is at a crossroads, and the decisions you make now will shape your future in ways you cannot yet comprehend. The enemy knows your past mistakes, your regrets, your unhealed wounds, and they will try to use them against you. But their lies will not define you, for your light is stronger than their darkness. Type 333 for blessing and declare your victory. Speak now, for your voice has the power to shift the spiritual realm. As you stand in this sacred space, know that what is coming to you is not by chance. The heavens have decreed it, and you are being led towards the victory of your life. They are preparing a trap, and you are standing in the center of it. But you are not alone. This person, who loves you from heaven, is here to remind you of your strength. They are watching, guiding, and protecting you from the forces that are about to strike. The past is coming back to haunt you, but it will not have the power it once did. The chains that bound you are breaking, piece by piece. Release 444, for this is a moment of divine freedom. As you open your heart to this message, you are stepping into a place of power and divine protection. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The enemy may have had control over your past, but your future is under the full protection of heaven. God says, now is the time to shed the weight of the past. You have been carrying the burden of old wounds, secrets, and unresolved emotions for far too long. This is not a coincidence, it is the exact moment your destiny calls for. The past cannot hold you back any longer, for the doors of your future are opening wide. Speak now, and declare your power. Let the darkness know that you are no longer afraid. You are walking into a future where divine light will shine so brightly that nothing will be able to dim it. Your protection is greater than you know, and every attack from the enemy will be turned back upon them. God says, as you read these words, a shift is occurring in the spiritual realm. The enemy is scattering, their plans unraveling. What was meant for evil is being transformed into good. You have the full support of heaven, and with every step you take, the ground beneath you is becoming stronger. You will rise above the schemes of those who sought to destroy you. Type 333 for blessing, for the shift is happening now. This is a moment of divine intervention, and you will witness the miracles unfold before your eyes. The timing of this message is crucial because the enemy has underestimated you. They believed they could break you, but they failed to realize that you are protected by a power far greater than anything they can wield. God says, your victory is assured. The storms that once seemed impossible to weather are passing, and peace is settling in. You are entering a new season, one where the forces of darkness will not have a foothold. Every fear you carried is being washed away, and in its place, a newfound courage and strength are rising. Release 444 and stand firm, for the divine realm is aligning in your favor. Every prayer you've whispered, every cry for help, has been heard. Heaven is moving on your behalf, and your victory is closer than you think. This battle has already been won. You are emerging stronger than you ever imagined. God says, your heart is protected. The lies they've tried to sow into your life will no longer take root. The deceit, the betrayal, and the manipulation, they cannot touch you anymore. You have been lifted above the forces that once held you captive. Your future is now in your hands, and you will walk forward with the full armor of divine protection. Type 333 for blessing, and let the enemy know that you are untouchable. No power can stand against you, for heaven's shield is covering you. The forces of evil are scattering, and you are stepping into your divine inheritance. Your breakthrough is inevitable, and the victory is yours to claim. God says, now is the time to act with courage. Every step you take will lead you to the victory that has been ordained for you. The protection that surrounds you is unshakable, and no weapon formed against you will succeed. The forces that have tried to weaken you are crumbling, and you are rising in the fullness of your power. Speak now, for the moment of your divine elevation has arrived. You are not walking alone, heaven is by your side. This is your time to break free from every chain, from every past mistake, and from the shadow that once loomed over you. The truth has come to light, and what was hidden in darkness is now exposed. God says, you are not defined by your past, nor by the plans of the enemy. You are defined by the divine power that has chosen you for this victory. They may have tried to bury you, but you are emerging stronger than ever before. Your story is not over, and the best is yet to come. Release 444, for your future is already secured in the hands of heaven. The enemy has lost their grip on you, and the tides of battle are turning in your favor. You will look back on this moment as the time when everything changed, the moment when the heavens intervened and declared your victory. You are unstoppable now. God says, this is your final warning. The enemy will try to come at you with full force, but they are already defeated. You are stepping into a season of divine protection, favor, what once seemed impossible is now within your reach, and the victory you've long awaited is coming to pass. Type 333 for blessing, and declare your divine victory today. No force can stop you now. You are walking into your destiny, and nothing will stand in your way. Let this message be a reminder of the power that lies within you and the divine protection that surrounds you. God says, you are not seeing what I've already begun to expose. In hidden corners of your life, conversations are being whispered that are meant to destroy what I'm preparing to bless. But you are covered. You are surrounded. You are not alone. The one you miss, the one who left Earth too soon, has cried out in the spiritual realm for this message to reach you. Their love for you has not been erased, it has only grown stronger. They saw what was happening behind your back, and they begged heaven to intervene. There are people wearing masks near you, smiling faces with poisoned intentions. They are in the emotional location of betrayal, and they think you are too fragile to notice. But I have noticed. I have moved. I am shifting the atmosphere on your behalf. Type 333 for blessing. The person you lost in the physical is very much alive in the spiritual, and they are speaking through this message. Their protection surrounds you like a force field. This is your hour of awakening, your moment of divine confrontation. They are searching your weaknesses, but I am shielding your strength. They are rehearsing your mistakes, but I am rewriting your outcome. They are meeting in silence, but I am responding with thunder. This is not a coincidence. They think you won't notice what they're orchestrating. But heaven has already started flipping their tables. The location of your heartbreak is being replaced with divine evidence. Evidence that will silence the lies. You are walking through a battlefield, but the fire will not touch you. You are surrounded, but you will not fall. You are tired, but divine reinforcements are now being released. Speak now. The one you miss is interceding. Their spirit has touched this page, and their love is echoing through the words you're reading. They are saying, they're lying to you, and I couldn't stay quiet any longer. God says, you are in the hour of separation. I am separating truth from deception, allies from enemies, destiny from delay. You've asked for clarity, but what I'm about to reveal may shake you first before it frees you. They are trying to lure you into agreements with their silence. But silence is loud in the spirit. And in heaven, we've heard every quiet curse they whispered about you. Release 444. What is about to be removed from your life is something you once cried to keep. But now you'll cry tears of relief when it's finally gone. This is divine extraction. A spiritual removal of what has no right to linger in your life any longer. The person in heaven who sent this message knew you needed to hear it today, not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Because you only have a short window before what they're planning takes shape. God says, I will interrupt before they release what they've been saving against you, I will expose the roots of their bitterness. They think they've hidden it well, but I've already uncovered it in my courts. There is a manipulation happening around you. And it's so subtle, so familiar, so wrapped in false concern, you almost missed it. But heaven didn't. And now you won't either. Type 333 for blessing. I am making sure you do not step into the wrong alignment. The false connections are being pulled back before they derail what I've ordained. This is divine disruption, and yes, it may feel like betrayal, but it is your protection. There's someone you've kept around out of loyalty, but they have not earned that loyalty. They have walked through emotional corridors in your life that were sacred, only to gossip about what they saw. But I've locked that door now. They'll never enter it again. This is not just a season of exposure, this is a season of eviction. I am evicting every hidden traitor. I am scattering every spiritual parasite that tried to cling to your favor. Speak now. Say aloud that you release what no longer serves your destiny. Heaven is waiting on your agreement to sever the last thread of attachment. The one in heaven who loves you deeply has already said yes. They are standing beside angels assigned to your victory. They have seen what your eyes haven't, and they are guiding you away from the trap. God says, you are not being punished, you are being positioned. There is glory coming to the very location where you were once humiliated. You are being reintroduced in a realm where they once rejected you. They counted you out, and yet here you are, still rising. They tried to erase you, but heaven printed your name on scrolls they'll never touch. You are written in light, and darkness cannot delete you. Release 444. Now comes the hour of divine memory. The hour where your pain finally finds purpose. The tears you shed when no one was watching have been collected. The one you miss watched you cry, watched you break, but now they are watching you rise. They were assigned to you even after death. They whispered your name in heaven and God answered with this message. You're standing at the intersection of breakthrough and breakdown. The enemy hoped you'd choose the wrong direction. But you are being led by divine light, not human confusion. This is not a coincidence. Your elevation required this separation. The divine won't let you rise with false weight tied to your ankles. God says, the hourglass is almost empty. But in this last stretch, I am releasing supernatural clarity. Everything you couldn't see, now you will. Everything you didn't know, now you will understand. Type 333 for blessing. Your spirit is awakening to what I've been trying to show you for months. But because you didn't want to believe they were against you, you covered their intentions with grace. That grace is lifted now. The truth must stand. They are searching for access to your emotions, but I am sealing the gates. They are hoping you'll stay confused, but I am revealing with fire. They are betting on your silence, but I am activating your roar. Speak now. Let the heavens know you accept the separation. Let the one you miss in heaven feel your agreement. They are holding your name in divine chambers. They are praying for the moment you finally break free. That moment is now. God says, you will not be exposed, they will. You will not be destroyed, they will. You will not fall, they will crumble under the weight of their deception. What is coming cannot be stopped. I have written your freedom into the foundations of time. No plan, no lie, no trap can undo what I've already ordained. Release 444. You are in the moment of irreversible blessing. Heaven has spoken. The next 3 hours will shift everything. Walk away from what you thought you needed. Run toward what I've been building for you in silence. The one who loves you in heaven is cheering, loudly, as you finally make this move. This is your confirmation. This is your covering. This is your calling forward. God says, time is folding. The clock is thinning between the seen and unseen. A spirit who loves you deeply is watching, and they cannot stay silent anymore. Their energy is standing behind this message. Their hands are over your shoulders in the spiritual realm. They are whispering urgently, don't scroll past. This is the message they need before it's too late. They have seen what's being said behind your back. They've heard the laughter at your expense in the location of your past associations. They cannot allow you to walk blind into what was designed to break you. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine intervention. This is protection disguised as disruption. Type 333 for blessing. They've asked heaven for permission to come close. And heaven has said yes. They have shown up in the spirit, right now, so you don't miss what is about to shift. God says, you were never abandoned. Not when the truth was hidden. Not when the lies were louder than love. They are watching you. Not from a place of judgment, but from a place of fierce love. They can see the setups that are being planned in spiritual darkness. They can see who smiles and pretends while secretly sabotaging your name. They are searching for proof of your weakness, but I am shielding your power. They are searching for a way to bring you down, but I am lifting you from dimensions they can't access. They are moving in shadows, but my light is flooding your entire path. Speak now. Speak out what you know deep in your spirit. Something is off. Something is shifting. Something has been hidden, but not for long. They've felt your confusion, and they've wrapped you in clarity. You are not reading this by chance. You were divinely guided here by the one who still covers you from above. They wept in the spiritual location of grief just to push this warning forward. They've seen you wrestle with unspoken weight. They've seen you sit in rooms filled with energy that drains you. And now, they're using every force available to shake you into awareness. This is not a coincidence. You've been feeling it. The shift. The discomfort in places that once felt safe. That's not paranoia, it's prophecy. Release 444. You're being removed from circles that can't carry the new level I've assigned to you. You're being released from soul contracts that were forged in manipulation. This separation is painful, yes, but it is also permanent. God says, I have heard the cries of your ancestors. The prayers of the one you missed did not die with them. They are breathing life into this very message right now. Their spirit has moved through the battlefield on your behalf. They've walked through emotional ruins, picking up every shattered piece of your faith. They've placed those pieces before me, and I have molded them into protection. They are watching from a higher vantage point. They are watching every plan that's being made without your knowledge. And they are urging you, please don't go back to what I just rescued you from. Type 333 for blessing. Don't go back to that emotional trap disguised as loyalty. Don't return to that familiar place of spiritual hunger. They're calling you forward, not backward. They've seen the location of your silence. They've seen the room where you screamed with no sound, hoping someone would just notice. And they noticed. They always have. God says, this is the hour of divine clarity. Your discernment is being sharpened, not confused. Your enemies are being exposed, not empowered. They've been rehearsing a story about you that isn't true. But heaven is about to release the real story, loudly, publicly, undeniably. You will not be shamed, you will be vindicated. Speak now. Every delay they tried to place in your timeline is now being reversed. The divine clock has just struck, your breakthrough is near. You've been covered while unaware. The one in heaven has been blocking attacks you didn't even know were being formed. They've been dismantling spiritual devices aimed at your soul. This is not a coincidence. The darkness around you is reacting to the light that's rising in you. They know something's coming. So they're scrambling to make you fall first. Release 444. But it's too late for them. You're already marked. Already chosen. Already sealed by the one who calls your name in eternity. Their spirit is urgent, because the next 3 hours are divine. You will feel a weight lift. You will hear the silence speak. You will feel the release in your bones. God says, your season of emotional manipulation is over. That relationship that made you second-guess yourself will be silenced. That familiar place of false peace will now crumble. The Spirit who watches you has begged for this moment. They couldn't interfere before, because you had to see it for yourself. But now that you see it, they are unleashing every layer of spiritual defense for you. They are watching you remember who you are. They are watching you reclaim what was lost. They are watching you break out of the trap they prayed you would never enter. Type 333 for blessing. They've followed you into the storm. They've cried out in rooms you didn't know existed. They've fought on your behalf in dreams, in visions, in the spiritual war behind the veil. You are not imagining the shift. You are not overreacting to the coldness you now feel from people who once embraced you. You are being awakened. You are being warned. You are being rescued. They are searching your weaknesses, but I am surrounding your strength. They are trying to shame your past, but I am rewriting your future. They are gathering in secret, but I am speaking in power. Speak now. Say aloud, I release the hidden. I receive the truth. I walk in divine vision. And watch the veil lift from your eyes. God says, the one you missed did not leave you, they were reassigned to your protection. Every moment you felt abandoned, they were fighting. And now they've delivered the message you were born to read. This is not a coincidence. This is your moment of sacred clarity. This is the rescue they were sent to activate. Release 444. You are coming out of the storm untouched. You are rising from the location of despair with power. You are stepping into rooms that your enemies swore you'd never enter. Their spirit is cheering. Their light is surrounding. Their urgency is heaven-backed. Because what's about to be removed from your life was never meant to stay. And what's about to enter will be too pure, too powerful, too permanent to ever be taken away. You are protected. You are seen. You are chosen. The next 3 hours will shake foundations. But what will remain is your calling, your covering, and your crown. Amen. Speak now.